This video, I'm going to replace the stock handlebars on my nc750x with some aftermarket handlebars. And the reason is, I bought this from the previous owner and he dropped it and the handlebars got tweaked. So this time I'm going to be installing some wider handlebars. These handlebars, I just got them from Amazon. I'll put them in the link below, but it's really not that important. It's just a little bit wider. I wanted wider handlebars, and these are more comfortable. So hopefully that's going to work. They're also the thinner ones, and you could get pro tapers as well. But one thing that I found is that because this is a DCT version, it's got a lot of controls, including the handbrake on this left side. So you need a longer handlebar, and one with plenty of room to put the controls. And this one should be good enough. By removing the bar end using this screwdriver Phillips, remove the weight. I also want to install some heated grips. Left one. One of the things I'm going to do is put this on the tank like this, just in case I scratch it up when I drop the handlebars. And now we're going to take an 8mm and loosen this. This is going to get the brake and the mirror assembly off. Okay, that's one. Let's remove the other. And also notice that when you remove these adapters, there's actually, this is directional. It's got this facing up. So I'm going to drop this, and I don't want to put any pressure on this. Also, there's a switch right here. It's like just a plug, and I just bent it a little bit, but it's fine. One of the reasons that you need a long handlebar is because of this. This tends to be a little bit chunkier than a lot of other motorcycles. DCT NC actually has registration on these things, and you might have to file it off or drill it into the other handlebar. There's going to be these holes on the handlebar that make switching handlebars a little bit more complicated. So on this one, you can see why it's important to get a handlebar that's longer, because the brake takes up a lot of space and it uses a registration on the handlebars. I've actually already worked on it, so I removed that part, but we have quite a bit of stuff here to remove. First, we're going to remove the traction control, and then we have to remove the brake here. Traction control, which is really badly designed. Sure to just incorporate it into the controls. But here we go. Okay, that's off. Got the bolt. I'm actually going to hang on to that and now remove this, which is the big controller part for the brake. You can see it's already getting loose. Move these Phillips. That's going to open up the controller here. This is the shifting. Together well. Here we go. Put that aside here. Now we are just going to loosen this, and the handlebars are going to slide out, or at least slide. Here we go. And I did put these on. These are risers. I thought it would help out the feel a little bit. I might still use them if the cables are long enough. Are for stock ones. We're going to use these if we want to use these things, but I'm not sure that's going to be needed. We'll figure it out. So now let's slide that out, and handlebars are off. And put it here. We want to see if it clears. Make sure that. So yeah, I think we're going to need because now These are a little bit longer. So I have about 1 inch here, which could be useful to kind of move things around. And I'm also using the high risers, but I don't know if it's going to be that good yet. I also just need to put all of this together. Go, the handlebars are in it. Let's see how it feels. That's a really nice position. These handlebars, I think they were $29, and they're more swept backwards. The other ones are a little bit forward. So this is kind of nice. It's comfortable. So here's the thing. If you twist it all the way, make sure that the cables do not hit. So they do bind a little bit. So we're going to have to adjust this. So it's, yeah, so that's better. And the reason I removed this is that the old user dropped it and bent the handlebars. And I thought I got it back to complete neutral. And I had a guy come over, look at it. He's like, yeah, it's tweaked. So might as well. Yeah, I think it's a little bit further up on this. Hard to tell. But now I'm just going to remove all the stuff and transfer it to the old one. To the new one, I should say. The handlebars are on the bike. I just had to put all the other stuff in there. Now, one of the problems I had was that the battery actually died, so I'm charging it right now, but the bike feels pretty good. The handlebars are kind of swept a little bit backwards. It feels comfortable, so really the next step is taking it out for a spin and see how she rides. Make sure you tighten everything. The handlebars are wide. They're so wide, you can see I have about 1.5 inches on each side. What you can do is, if you like the bend of the handlebar, and it actually is pretty good, you can cut that off and then just put bar ends on here. Or you can extend your handlebar just a little bit further back. Since I'm planning on getting heated grips for this bike, I'm just going to leave it for now, just like this. But I do plan on putting the bar end weights, because that's going to cancel some of the vibration. But I mounted my phone mount right in the middle. I still got the risers. That gives it just a little bit more, and it doesn't hit anything. So that's very important. And then I mounted this, which is my USB charger / voltmeter. And I also have everything bolted exactly the way I want. Now this bike only has one key, and I got that big trunk in here. So currently I am charging the battery. I haven't ridden this thing for like 2.5 weeks, and it was dead. So very important to charge the battery. Right now it's about 25 degrees out, so I'm not going to be riding it today, but tomorrow I'll take it for a spin, because I'm very curious to see how different it feels. Make sure you tighten these bolts down, torque them well. I do have risers, which helps a little bit, but it's yeah, this bike, the more I work on it, the nicer it is. There's some oddities. One is the battery. The terminal for the negative actually broke, and I had to crimp in a new one for the negative. And it is nice that everything on this bike is in here. The battery, the controls, I have this, which is just the charger, and very simple bike. It is nice to have something this simple in your garage. I just wish I had a nice shaft drive.